This episode of the WYcast is sponsored by Buy My Fucking Album. So, buy my fucking album. www.exp.uk. Nice one. Hello, my name's ExP. I'm a hip-hop MC, producer, engineer and general musician based in Leeds, West Yorkshire. Those that know me know I have a lot of time for West Yorkshire-based musicians, and since my days running and hosting the WY Cypher, I've tried to always champion the local community while also maintaining my rapper arrogance that everyone but me is whack and they should all quit. But also maintaining my non-existent self-esteem that I'm actually the wackest around and I should quit. One thing that always reminds me that it's just sick to make music and be a part of WY is talking to other musicians, but in person and not on social media. After convincing myself podcasts are a waste of valuable music listening time, I decided to do one anyway, as at least this way you're listening to good musicians based in or affiliated with the West Yorkshire hip-hop scene, and I'll be expanding that out to soul and jazz musicians as well over time. I'll be talking to people I know, and hopefully those I don't as well, to speak to them about their music and their association with WY West Yorkshire. And just a side thing, I'm going to be constantly saying WY, WY, West Yorkshire, and interchanging them. So just get over it. And on the WYcast today, we've got Kemetstry, aka Spida Lee, if you remember from back in the day. As long as I've been rapping, I've known about Kemetstry, aka Spida Lee. He was a guy I massively looked up to and still do now. He's one of the best live performers West Yorkshire has to offer. Incredible rapper, multi-genre now. I don't know why he didn't blow up. He should have by now, but there's every chance he still will. We have a good chat and a good old man moan about hip-hop. Let's go. Kemetstry, he's in the building. He's here. How the hell are you, man?
I'm all right,
it's so
man.
Good to see you, man.
Shit, bro.
I feel like I've known you for so long, but I don't really know you that well. We haven't spent that much time together, just at gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
First I remember of you, right? I were coming up, and it was 2005 or some shit like that.
Yep.
And you were already a god, and you were out. I think you were out in town, and maybe you heard me rap. I think Sam Seed were there as well that night.
I'm gonna tell you the story. What I remember. Know this story?
Go on, tell me.
All I remember was it was in Bradford.
Yeah.
Can't remember where it was.
Love Apple, I'm guessing.
Love Apple. I think it was Love Apple. And I remember was this guy just sat on the floor, shaggy hair, sat there like this, bopping to the beats like he was psyching himself up for something. Right, who the fuck is this guy, man? Anyway, man was sat on the floor. And then this guy got on stage. And it's like, oh, what's it? Just on some rowdy shit. And I was like, nope, I don't want to battle this guy. And that was you, bro. I remember.
That means a lot, man, because that was one of my first outings. And I remember buzzing so much. I think I've still got the picture of like us, like, you know.
Chilling, I remember that picture.
And just honestly, as a young kid, although you were a young kid at the time too, but I remember, you know what I mean? Because your reputation back then and still now, but you've obviously been doing it for years.
Yeah.
But like, when I came through, you were the guy, man. So you were like Hip Hop Connection magazine.
Yep.
You were signed to Rubicon Records.
Yep.
You were co-signed by people like fucking Skinnyman, who was still riding off the hype of Council State of Mind and stuff, man. You were the absolute guy, and still are, to be fair, man. So it's an honour to have you on board, man, and have a little chat to you about the origin story.
Yeah,
bro,
man.
Remind me, and I'm sorry you're having to do this. How old are you?
Shit.
Straight in with the dirty question.
I'm going to say I was born in 1980. You figure that shit out.
You're not actually that old, man. It's just in your early 40s, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when did you, so what was your journey in starting rap?
Fucking hell.
Have you always been a Hudds man? Or
Yeah, always been Huddersfield. Born and raised in Huddersfield.
Sick.
I say also my aunties, man. My dad's younger sisters. Like when I used to go to my grandma's and that, and they was just hip hop heads, you know. They'd like Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Black Sheep, Far Side. So they kind of showed me hip hop really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was them guys, and like my dad's a musician anyway.
Oh yeah, what's he do? What's he?
So he back in 1990, they had a UK top 40 hit.
No.
Yeah. So now.
What is this?
So they were called. The group was called It's Plus One.
Okay.
That was my dad, my uncle, and another guy. And
what was the song?
it's called It's Happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Probably heard it, Anna.
I'll sing you the link later.
Yeah,
you know,
man. I like it playing underneath right now.
There was, I think the song got.
Chill, brother.
No!
My man's just parked into my.
You know what I mean?
Thanks, bro. That'd be cool. Amazing. Just that's the wrench.
Yeah, man.
Need to get that later.
Yeah, get that wrench.
So yeah, that song got in the top 40.
So it got top 40. They got, I think, they were licensed from. The song got licensed by MCA Records.
Ooh, big deal.
So they was under the same management as De La Soul and stuff. So when De La Soul came to Bradford.
Oh shit.
They came to Bradford and. My uncle and my aunties went. They've got a picture and everything with De La Soul in Bradford.
Mental.
Yeah. I'll send you the picture as well. I'll send you that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were sent to them. They got sponsored by British Nike. Yeah, I remember I was at home one day. The UK Top 40 came on, and I know they were doing big stuff. So I was watching Top of the Pops.
Amazing.
And it came out with the Top 40 UK countdown, and it came up +1.
Yeah.
40.
I bet you were fucking
Wow,
chilling.
like,
Everyone must have been losing their minds over that, man.
Yeah, man, it was mental. Yeah, so my dad's a musician, man.
That's cool
And
as
now
fuck.
he's part of a band and part of a reggae band and stuff.
Is
and
he? Yeah.
the man just tour everywhere, man.
Is it?
Obviously, I think they played in one of the local pubs last night, and they played
just-
like in Butlins.
Just
and
music's a part of their soul, man. They
Yeah,
just play
man.
it
So it's
to
a part of
everything.
my blood as well. So
What's his specialism, music,
So he's a
instrument-wise?
he plays bass in the band. Yeah,
Man, I bet he's sick.
Yeah, he's
Fucking
sick.
cool.
He's
Wow.
sick.
Why? I must have seen it. Has he ever played bass on one of your tracks?
No.
Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. No, there isn't. Do you know what?
All these years of music,
Do you know
you
what?
haven't done a
The
track
only
with
maddest
your
thing
dad.
is I need to make that happen, man.
You do, man.
I do, man. I do.
You
I
should
really
go
do.
out with that band and
You get
touring
me?
with them
Yeah,
guys if
do
they're
some
already
reggae
killing it.
lyrics.
Yeah. Man, honestly, right,
Yeah, man.
you live is, I would say, considering what the massive compliment you paid me at the start, like, you're a complete force to be reckoned with. And one of the reasons that you managed to hold it down at the parish every time they've ever got any hip hop going on there, and you're the guy to call in, is because you don't fuck around on stage, man.
Nah, no
You're the
fucking
you're the king of just like getting crowd involved. You've always got a chorus that can back and forth.
Yeah.
You're always confident as fuck. Is that always been the case? Have you always just been?
Yeah.
Have
You know, like I used to like do dancing and shit when I was younger as
Yeah?
well. Like part of like this thing. I was part of this thing called hip opera where it was like an opera. It was like African dancing / hip hop, and they called it hip opera. So I was like 8 years old, and I remember I had to do a rap on stage, like. So me and my dad like made up this rap and stuff.
Sick.
And like we were performing, like we did shows like in Sheffield or Leeds and Huddersfield. I remember I had to do this rap and stuff, and I always got told that you have to entertain people. You know, if you're going to be on stage, you're entertaining, so you've got to.
Got a responsibility.
You've got to try and get the crowd and get the energy with the crowd.
Yeah,
so I've always
yeah.
had that in my head ever since I was young.
You set yourself apart from the rapper, because a lot of rappers will come through and they'll be like, yo, spitting the bars like this, and
Yeah,
like, who
yeah.
cares? But you're like staring
Yeah,
down
man.
the lens at man,
Yeah.
because you know, got to get that entertainment thing
That's
across,
right, man, so-
That is so, and that's something you kind of picked up from your dad. So sorry, go rewinding back to they were in the top 40,
Mm-hmm.
and you starting to write then sort of, because like you caught the bug of hearing Black Sheep and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and you so you wrote some bars for the hip opera thing.
was
When
not-
did you start? When was your dad not ghostwriting for you?
So, right, I like that one. Shout out to my pops. So, yeah, this was like high school now. So we're talking like, this is probably like 93, 94. Though me, my cousin, Sam C's brother Dave, or Fingers from Practical Heads.
Yeah.
So though me, him, and my boy called Jamal. And we started this group called the Bomb Squad.
Right.
So how this went was, obviously my boy used to buy all the records. I used to put a record player in the background. We'd have like a tape cassette so he could record. That's how we started, man. So the record we were playing in the background. Everyone's like, shh, reggae. Right, so press record. And then that's it. We all started writing bars and spitting bars.
Was it always Huddersfield accent as well? Was there any ever American
I
accent?
think it was, I ain't gonna lie, I think it was a bit of American back
Most
then.
of our generation, I think. Man.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. But like,
American. But I remember it, if you fucked up, you gotta take that
start
shit
again.
right back and start
Word.
all
I
over
remember
again,
it.
man.
I remember it, man. That's how I recorded my first few albums on
Yeah,
mini disc and
man.
shit. You just got to go again.
Yeah,
Fuck up
man.
the third verse. You're like,
That's it.
right, we're doing the first and the second again.
All over again, man. And it's me who used to fuck up.
Man, that probably taught you to be fucking like as on point as you are. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That kind
man.
of stuff. So what was it? Because obviously the first I heard of you was like Hip Hop Connection,
Yeah.
which is a massive hip hop magazine back in the day, and Rubicon Records. How did you get picked up by those guys then? How did the transition from Bomb Squad to like Spida Lee being signed? Like
So there was Practical Heads before that.
Practical Heads, right? Tell me about Practical
So
Heads. That was Sam as well,
That
right?
was Sam. So that
Big
was
up
me,
Sam Seed.
Sam Seed, his brother Fingers, and my cousin called Bishop.
Yeah.
So I was part of a record label from Huddersfield. We've got Chocolate Fireguard Records.
Okay,
So
yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah, so they put us on first. So that was just us, man. It was for at first. And then, that made a lot of noise, that record. We did like I think it was a 4-track album sampler. Had a track called Get the Fuck Out on there. Yeah. That was like when I was actually printing like CDs and going to a club down the road and selling my CDs down the road. In this club.
Hustling them.
Yeah, hustling my CDs, man. So anyway, we put that out, did the album, and then I went solo, and that's when I got with Rubicon Records.
So they picked you up, you were from shotting CDs?
Yeah, so it was like,
some
kind of like
guy.
the guy, I think, my cousin Sam Seed, he knew the guy who owned Rubicon Records. Like, I think his dad and the Rubicon guy
that's how
knew
that
each
link
other.
happened.
That link kind of happened through that. He was doing music, and he was like, yeah, we can do something with you. He was do some music with his wife, and I was like, yeah, we'll try this hip-hop thing. So that's how I got involved with Rubicon.
Amazing. And they signed you for what, an album or so, or for a few things, or
just
a general?
Just how it goes.
Yeah. Nice. And this is your podcast, not his, but I'm going to briefly ask, what the fuck happened to Sam the Seed?
Sam the Seed,
Because back in the day, 06, when I put my album out, he did a couple of beats on my first ever album that is not available online, thankfully. But the beats were sick.
Pronounce it was a hard track. Sorry.
Yeah. I never put that. That was our only ever collaboration.
Yeah, man.
I ended up jacking the chorus for Flame Griller thing later on. There, we drink tea, we don't pronounce it.
That's right.
I still sort of remember some of the bars of that. That was hard, and it was a Sam the Seed beat.
Sam the Seed beat.
And I sort of first met him in 05, 06, and I was like, man, I think this is a friend for life. This guy is so sick, makes great beats. What a great dude.
Yeah.
And then, what the fuck's he doing now?
So
is he making beats still, or?
He's not. He's family man. He's in London now.
He's London family man.
Yeah, because he went to London. He went to move to London, university.
Yeah.
Ended up staying down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And did pack the music in, yeah?
He'll still making beats. We did a track for my first album, Foundation.
Yeah.
He was on there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Did a bit of filming as well, didn't he? He filmed the Verbal Assassin video as well. And stuff,
really?
Yeah. So he just kind of just went off it
drifted
really.
off it. Some people do
family
it.
man, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but you're family man.
True.
6
true,
kids.
True.
You just said it yourself, man. But like,
true.
still hard work.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
You just move on, don't you? It's just kind of evolved. From it.
I always thought it was a shame because I thought he had a really good ear, man.
Yeah, man.
Other producers you've worked with, of course, Beat Butcher.
Yeah.
Was that a friend of yours as well, or I don't know much about the story?
This is Sam Seed now.
Sam Seed through him.
So because Sam Seed moved to London, to university, it just sort of happened to end up. I think him and Beat Butcher were on the same course.
Right.
And they ended up being flatmates.
Nice.
And obviously we used to go down there and visit Sam Seed, and they'd come up here, and that's how I got to know Beat Butcher, and that's how that link happened.
Do you still link with him? Do you still chat to him?
I spoke to him a few months back. You know, he's in LA now.
Because he's killing it.
Killing it.
He was producing for Jay-Z and Beyonce or some shit last I saw.
Like one time he got some Grammy for that, didn't he?
Do you find that, because sometimes someone you associate with will just blow up on a random, and you can kind of that almost helps you. Like, did you see any sort of benefit from that, like in terms of people picking up on your music a bit more?
A bit. I'd say so. Yeah, definitely, most definitely. You know, like I did a show at Speaker's Corner. This is like back in the day. I think Manish put on an event. Yeah. I found the flyer the other day, man, and there's so many artists on there. Like, that was mental, but it was dope because I wouldn't have got that if it weren't for really through Beat Butcher, you know what I mean?
Right. So he opened the door for you there.
Yeah, it did, man. Beat Butcher and Skinnyman, 100%.
Yeah, what was it? And sorry, I'm keep going back to the origin story and stuff, but how did the Skinnyman meeting come about? Because he's not a Huddersfield guy, he's Leeds.
This is the maddest one. This is the mad one because I was at home babysitting, just watching the kids, and I thought, let's put on this One Extra live. I never heard of Skinnyman, by the way. This is them times. And I saw this guy and checked this counselor set of mine who was doing it live on One Extra. And I was like, yo, this guy is sick. And so like when I was first joined up with Rubicon, and I was like saying, they're like, is there anyone you want to work with? And I was like, I heard this guy, man, on the radio the other day. It's sick. And it's like, called Skinnyman. It's like, right, okay, how do we get in contact with him? I don't know, but I can try. And he managed to get in contact.
And they managed.
I think I got the link probably through Sam Seed or Beat Butcher actually.
Amazing.
And he spoke to Skinny Man. And we put on that show in Bradford.
Word.
And then from then, he just like, anytime I've got a show, man, just come along. Come along.
Sick.
And I was going up Manchester, did a show in Leeds, went London,
Mate.
Liverpool, anyway.
It's so sick that it was like on the radio and you were like, that's sick,
Yeah.
I want to work with that guy. These days, I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah.
I shot him a
I
DM.
was on radio, this guy on radio, rapper, I want to work with him. Man was like, okay, let's make it happen.
Perfect. That's how it was meant to go, man.
Yeah.
When we grew up, I feel like that was the tale they told you. That was how the record industry would work. So nice to see it actually doing its thing
And
for you
it's
there,
one
man.
of this internet stuff. I remember reference to go down to, when I got on Channel U,
Yeah.
it was like, there's no email. You had to go down, you had to go to Channel U and
The
go to
studios.
the actual place and hand over the DAT tapes. DAT tapes
That
back
tape
then.
and that, yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And like flipping. One time I went to go to see DJ Excalibur for one extra. Went to his house, to his flat and like gave him the vinyl. Like, it's like, yeah, man, I'll
Doing
support.
it properly though, isn't it? That is making those
yeah,
connections rather than
yeah.
just sending an email and hoping
yeah.
or a DM or something. Actually
That's
going
it.
round and placing it in the guy's
Basically,
hand.
or it was like with the Rubicon guy, it was like how I got into HHC and all that. It's because he was paying for PR
Word.
and like
Good record, like a good
Yeah.
record label should.
PR, like that's how I got an MTV bass was through the PR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were just plugging. The PR was pushing shit.
It's a different world, isn't it? So it's interesting then, because your career has spanned this whole time, where the evolution has gone from having to put a record in a guy's hand to now where there doesn't feel like there's a hand anymore to receive the vinyl. Yeah.
And
So
it's gone.
and record labels don't. I mean, you can get signed to a record label and they've got no pay at PR and they're not putting money into any PR. And who the fuck is PR anyway?
Yeah,
You can put £10,000 into something and it flops on its arse.
Do you know
because
what?
of
And it's
Facebook
happened.
ads.
It's happened. You know,
Yeah.
one time I put a track out and I paid for PR and it flopped.
Really? It was just the company or the situation
I
or
think it was
whatever.
just the company and the situation. I think it was just bad timing because they used them the first time for the Verbal Assassin and stuff and I smashed
That
it.
blew
And I
up.
tried it again. But obviously the budget wasn't as big because I didn't have Rubicon money. You know what I mean? It was a bit of a smaller budget, but it didn't go to plan. You
So
know
you still
what I
got contacts in the industry where you could like potentially blow some shit up if
Yeah,
or
if I
at
wanted
least
to,
maybe
like-
attempt to like
mean? If I wanted to like say, right, PR guy, you know, I want this. I could go to these people.
Nice, man.
But it costs money.
It costs all money in it, and it's
Yeah.
like it's trying to decide how much that because when you've worked your ass off to put a product out that you've like bled into and you've not necessarily you've not been paid to like put an album together, and then you're like, okay, now I need to put my own coin into it.
Yeah.
It's like making that decision to do that is. I don't know, and knowing how much money's right and when it's good money after bad and all this,
right,
and then you're trying to look after your family and like.
Exactly.
So it's so tough,
balance, man. And sometimes it's like, it's not. I can't do it. I
No,
can't do it. You know what I mean?
just
I
have to
got
leave it
family, I
off.
got bills to pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And just
fair enough.
Do it the best I can.
Yeah. So listen, because your real name's Lee, I get the reason it's Spida Lee. I never understood the spider bit. What was that from?
Oh,
Is that something your boys called you? Or?
yeah, man. It's like this. They also have plaits and shit, didn't I? Like,
Oh, so it came from the hair. I see.
hair.
That was Spida Lee.
And I'm good at climbing as well.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
scared of heights now, though. But back, I could
So
climb
we all
some
knew
wood.
you as Spider. I still think of you as Spider, and then
Yeah.
you changed to Kemetstry.
Yeah.
What was your reason behind that? Because obviously the Lee had the name in and stuff.
Yeah, it was like it was more of a spiritual awakening, you could say.
Nice.
You know? And I
Yasin Bey,
just felt like Spida Lee had note to it, man. It was just the name
Really?
after my hair, you know what I mean? So I came with a chemistry thing because, you know, I was like doing a lot of research into my
Is
history.
it chemistry or
Kemet?
I'm hitting the T, so it's chemistry,
Yeah,
right?
chemistry,
right.
like
But we don't
Asian
pronounce
Kemet,
it.
Egypt. Yeah, I like that. Bad boy. Some of y'all won't get that, but yeah.
So yeah, chemistry. So that was a sort of spiritual reawakening.
Yeah,
vibe.
you know, like when you look at the ancient Egyptian and say it was called Kemet at first, wasn't it? So before
Right.
Egypt. And they had the thing called the Ankh. Might
the
as well do some clothes
Yeah,
plugging at the
get
same
your,
time.
get your clothes merch. Woo! That looks nice, man.
So you got the Ankh, yeah? So that's like, that's an Egyptian like sign for, that represents the male, that represents the female, that represents the union.
Ah,
So it's chemistry.
I see.
And how I see life is chemistry. Everything is chemistry, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
fully.
Chemistry. So that's where the name
Beautiful,
comes in.
man. And that was like, and you were just sort of, because how do you feel about the Spider? Is there a cut-off point with Spida Lee stuff where you're just like, okay, that was the old days, and then there was like this
You know what?
reawakening, or
yeah,
are you
I'm
still super?
I'm
like,
still Spida Lee. That's it. People call me Spider, man.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
never escape that name.
well,
you know?
certain generation will always,
yeah,
man.
that's
innit?
true. That's true. Yeah,
Which is cool. You know who you when you met them.
That's it.
You can date who your friends are. And
That's right, bro. Like some of the young, like they call me chemistry, but some of the older men call me Spider. You know.
Fair enough, man. What was going to say? So yeah, the chemistry had a lot of. Yeah, I remember you were like really pushing the clothes, the merch, well, as you are now.
Yeah.
Is that still a hustle?
Yep, still a hustle.
Still a hustle. Getting that stuff out.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Because I feel like there was a point where you were. This is all through online, so what I've seen online. But there was a point where you were like hustling every day on that shit. It seemed like you were like, here's this video of me freestyling with KRS-One. Here's some merchandise. Here's new tracks. And then it felt like there was a discernible point where you just went, fuck it. And like, weren't on it as much. I don't know whether that's my algorithms, but when I was looking, it wasn't like you were super busy.
Yeah, it's just, you know what? Yeah, it's like the online thing, the internet, the social media, man, it can be a bit draining, you know what I mean? So it's like, take a break from that, man. You know what I mean? I'm just,
I feel like there was also a point where you were quite resistant. I say this as someone who was also resistant to your trap kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, it's all about the boom bap. It's all about like the 90s shit. I'm never going to be off that. And then of late, you have appeared on some kind of more trap drill sounding. Was that you being beaten down by the industry and the status quo and just having to get with it? Or were you actually like, nah, actually it was bullshit, I was feeling it the whole time?
Yeah, do you know what? I was like, do you know what? These beats, they're hard, you know? And I thought, I can do hip-hop. Before, you know, I was doing garage before. After like I set up at hip-hop, I got bored of the hip-hop. Like, I put like the 2000 and it went a bit all blingy and shit.
Yeah.
So I got into like the garage and the kind of drum and bass, and I was like, I've got multiple styles, but so why not?
Get with that.
You know, why not? Why not just show people what I've got? I can fuck with trap. I can fuck with trap. My double time flow, like on the Victims of Society.
Yeah.
The last verse was a double time flow. It's just the same shit, just over trap, and it sounds hard.
And you're feeling the beats as much,
man,
kind of thing.
I'm fucking with trap, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm down. You know, I'm not really with some of that music, like with the MCs, what they were chatting about, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
the beat's innocent, you know. So I'm gonna focus on trap beats, man.
I've always thought with you, man, like one of the this is a funny way to say it, but one of the funniest rappers in West Yorkshire for your bars.
Yeah.
And you're not like setting up a simile and such like. It's just funny as fuck. You're just cussing someone out, man.
Yeah.
And you do it better than anyone, I think, man. Like it's funny as fuck. Great to see on stage. Great to see on tracks and stuff. Is there because the last full album you did was Rise of a King, I believe.
Yeah.
Which was very boom bap heavy.
Yep.
I fucking love it. In fact, it almost felt like like you needed to like recall back to that.
That's what happened.
Illmatic era or whatever.
That's what kind of happened with me though. It's like because I think I did a trap. It was like a more trappy style mixtape before Rise of the King, and I was few things were all going on outside of the hip hop music scene and stuff, and I felt like I needed just to come back.
You sound so pure on that shit. It's like I had Rise of a King playing the other day, and it's just like, man, it's so nice to hear. It's just chocolate for the ears. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like I had a bit of an ego before that, and that just kind of brought it back down again. I needed to do that boom bap. I was
chuffed to hear that one recently you put out that I shouted out. Can't remember what the other guy's called on it. You showed me on Spotify though. Manage, is it?
Manage, the Manage track. Oh yeah,
that's banging, and that's boom bap too.
Yeah,
like, so that sounded really nice, man. Is
man.
there future projects? What are they looking like? Are you just doing singles here and there and working with this, that, and the third, or have you got like a project in the?
I did the Kemetstry Atlantean with the High Vibrations.
That's it, banger.
So that come out after Rise of a King.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah.
So that was the first official Kemetstry under the name Kemetstry. That was like an EP.
Right. Was Rise of a King Spida Lee then?
Yeah. That's Spida Lee project.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And on the Kemetstry Atlantean project, I did a style trap with Jack Dance.
Oh, word.
The Bang Biggie Bang one.
Yeah.
And on the new one, I've got another. It's trap dance again. What's another trap type of style beat again? Yeah,
he makes good trap beats, man. He's the guy, man. He's the go-to guy for a sick beat in WY. To be honest, he's the guy. Is that a relationship you sparked up yourself? You just sent him. You just said like, "Give some beats, Jack," or what?
Well, I've known Jack Dance since the S Fam days. You know,
really?
Like,
what, gigging with him and that?
Yeah, like I did a few gigs with him. I didn't, you know, like we just say, "Yo, you're cool." We know who each other was, but you know, then I thought, you know what? Spoke a few times online and just reached out to him. Like, yeah, man, of course. He sent me some beats and Yeah.
Nice. I was chatting to Eskar earlier today, and you did
Yeah.
some bits and pieces with Nuke Fam as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I've got a track with Escar and Swags on my new project what's coming out.
Oh yeah, what's this? Tell me about your new project that's coming out.
It was going to be an EP, but it's looking like an album now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like the second from Chems the Atlantean. This is called Chems the Alchemist. So it's like a part 2 type of thing.
Sick.
So yeah, that's.
Whose beats? What was Jack Dan's beats on there? Is there?
I don't want to really say what's on there.
Oh damn! You've given it away. Why is there some big names? Is there? It's heavy hitters.
Yeah, some heavy
Should
hitters.
we be getting excited?
Yeah, I think you should.
Damn.
Yeah,
When are we looking at getting that in 2024, or will it be a while yet?
Definitely this year.
Where are
Definitely.
you recording all your stuff? Is it various, or do you do it at home? Or?
It's at Blends.
Ah, sick. So yeah,
Nuke
Fam's
Nuke Fam. You
place,
don't know.
man.
Yeah, man.
Are you sort of an affiliate artist, Nuke
Yeah,
Fam?
of course, man. Definitely, man. Yeah.
Because back in the day, you've really traversed more record labels than WY. If I'd have signed you to an album with Synoptic, I think you'd have done the full deck of labels. That were
Yeah,
going.
just your man, really.
Because
DTTS. I
had that
forgot
shit,
about
innit?
my homies, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
big up, man.
Yeah, man.
And of course, Nuke Fam and then Rubicon and all the rest of it, man. It's good. And it's good, like journeyman.
Yeah, man.
Getting your stuff here and there, man. Fucking beautiful.
I've never signed to anybody. It's just work together.
People who are happy to put your music out and stuff, man.
That's it, man.
And gigs on the horizon and stuff. Like he's still.
Yeah, I'm still gigging. I've got
There ain't
one.
that many going on. There was a time when, well, maybe it was pre-COVID, but like Parish was the
Parish
place.
was
every
the
month.
place, man.
Every month they had a
they were
hip hop thing going
popping.
on.
And the COVID king.
And that's what fucked it. And
Fucked it up,
they
man.
haven't really been
Well,
inviting people back since.
that place, the old Parish closed down,
Yes.
and then they've moved to it used to be called Tokyo's.
Oh,
That's
right.
the new Parish now.
Yeah.
I know they've had Lunacy there. They've had a supported DJ format.
Word.
Yeah, man, he'll be getting you up as
Yeah,
well, man.
sick. Yeah, I love it.
And they had Jest was
sick.
there a few months back.
Yep.
I think they got golden looking chain. I think next week.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's a bad news. Are you getting the support for all these?
No, I just got the DJ format one.
Just got the format one. Fair play.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, because the times I have managed to sneak on a support set, I'm like, Spida Lee's going hungry today.
yeah. If I ain't there, it's you in it. Oh shit! Which one was that? No, there was one of them when I didn't go to it.
R.A. Rugged Man was not that long ago.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
yeah.
That was set up for a Spida Lee job. You must have been you were probably out of town. They were like, oh shit, we have to
Ask
go
me for
and
that one.
call the B team.
Yeah, not called the B team. I don't know, man.
No,
Shit.
no, I'm saying they called you A team, you weren't available, and the B team. Because yeah, fuck that. I remember you putting a post online being like, these man's getting invited to fucking headline in Huddersfield. I ain't getting shit. So like, I like the aggression of just like, I should be doing these sets, and you're
That
right
shit,
as well.
mash it.
Yeah,
But you know
yeah.
what? There was one event when they got Skinnyman at the Parish.
Oh right.
Just like last year, year before.
And you weren't
And I
playing
went
that.
on the bill.
What? You think Skinnyman would be like, well, Spida Lee's
Well,
going
it was
to
gonna happen anyway, and it happened in the end. You know, I kind of was like, spat me dummy up. But I was thinking, yo, so how come you haven't got me on there? They was like, yeah, no, this is how it's happened. And then I spoke to my girlfriend. I was like, do you know what? It is what it is, man. Just leave it.
That's very
Sometimes
peaceful.
you just gotta just let shit go.
That's very Kemetstry and not Spida Lee. of you.
You know what I mean? I thought, you know what?
Spida Lee be fucking things
Yeah,
up.
man. You know, I was like, that's my shit. But I was like, nah, do you know what it is? It is what it is, you know. I was doing me up a bit. I thought about it. I thought, you know what? Let it be, man. Then I got a message. Oh, yeah, you are on.
Yeah, of course I am. Shut the fuck up. And brought the crowd.
Skinnyman
regardless.
wasn't allowed it anyway. Skinnyman
Yeah,
was like,
of
you know what?
course.
You're on this shit no matter what happens. And I was like, it is what it is, bro.
You brought some records with you.
Yo,
I'm interested to look, right? Because these are Victim of Society, I assume. Oh, it's Verbal Assassins,
The
a
Verbal
classic.
Assassin and the Victim of Society.
Word, I've got both of them,
Yeah,
and they
man.
are absolute bangers. And if you haven't got them, you've still got some for sale, have you,
Yeah,
these days?
because basically when they first come out, they just did a white.
I've got the white one, I ain't got the
Yeah,
black one.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
the one with the sticker on.
Yes,
definitely not.
yeah, because like what happened was the distributor got in contact with me. I was like, I've got some of these records left. Do you want them? Goes, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So he sent them. I thought, you know, they're a bit not white. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna
Redo them.
put a little
repackage
stick on
them.
them, repackage them, bada boom,
I
bada
like
bing,
it.
man. You know what I mean? So
But I will say this: these are old.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with selling that
No.
shit, but what? Because
Verbal Assassin come out in 2000. This is 2005.
2005, and
And
that's
that's
a Beat Butcha beat.
2006.
Is
Yep.
it? Yeah.
Beat Butcher, and this one's Brutal Artistry, man.
Brutal
Mickey B.
Artistry, yeah.
You know?
He's still in touch with Mickey B? He's getting beats off him?
He sent me a text about 3 days ago, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
When was the last time you rocked on a beat by Brutal Artistry?
Long time. I went to go see him last year.
Yeah.
And we were just jamming,
Sick.
But
You were a god.
I
I was really close to Mickey B at one point, and we sort of drifted apart, one reason or another.
Yeah.
But you were a god to that guy. Like he just, you know what I mean. Your name was like he just wanted to do everything. I'm making shit for Spida Lee. I've got Spida Lee recording.
Man.
Like he loved your shit.
I always called him the Godfather, man. He was like the Godfather to me, man.
But
you know,
on his beats, there is a certain sound that's just right, man.
Yeah,
You've got the perfect voice for his kind of style.
The OST album we did with DTTS.
Yeah.
That was all Mickey. That.
Bangers, man.
Big album.
Yeah, he did a lot for DTTS. He did a lot on the Atlantis, I think.
Yeah,
Baines
he did.
Atlantis, did he do all of them?
I heard that. When I heard that, I think before it come out, I went to go see him. They played me. I was like, "Fucking this is
banging,
sick."
Man. But has he not been doing as much beats or what? Mickey B or?
Well, I think it's more just a part of some bands, you know.
Oh,
some band work. Yeah. That's when I last went off to Bradford. It was just saying it part of the band, you know what I mean?
Fair play.
So, yeah. But I'd love to make him. You know, I need to speak to him, man. Maybe. You never know.
Mickey B,
we need some Mickey B
Kemetstry
shit.
project, man.
Yeah, man.
100%.
100%.
So yeah, with those vinyl, it's interesting because like 04, 05, but you've had albums out. Is there any plans to, especially with this one you're talking about now, is there any plans to do physical?
I'm definitely doing CDs, definitely doing cassettes.
Okay.
And I'm doing some.
Are you doing some vinyl? Are you saying it?
I'm not saying nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Is that what you're saying?
That's all I'm saying.
Because you're the king of hustling, so I imagine there's like nothing you could put out that you won't sell enough of to at least break even. Because you're not. Because some people will press go on a record or a CD and then they'll just sit there in a pile and they won't like shift them or make any effort
hustle,
to.
Man. You know, you gotta. That's why I like doing a lot of these gigs still, because you know what, I can go to a gig and I can hustle my CDs. If you haven't got cash, I've got a card reader.
Word.
I'm up. It's 2003.
If you haven't got a record player, I've got a T-shirt for you. That's my one in a minute, man.
I've got something. I can say your matchstick or something. I got you sitting. You know what I mean?
How are you finding that verse? Because you see a lot of people, and it's almost heartbreaking. Like, but I understand they do it. Like, my new track's out, pre-save on Spotify, and it's like, this is the future of like music. It's like, go and make sure that Spotify know you want to listen to it when it comes out, and then they listen to it, and that 3 minutes is over in a fucking heartbeat. Whereas actually having something
physical,
tangible is fucking amazing, man.
It's the way, man. It's still the way for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you finding trying to push people onto Spotify and stuff? Do you not even bother with it?
I do.
You know what? Stuff's on there.
Yeah. End of the day, it's the times, innit? You still gotta adapt with the times, you know. Even
people are gonna want to ride around and put some shit on. Some of your shit on.
It's there, and it's just another platform to push your shit out on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just there. I'm not really for it, but I will put my stuff on there because I know some people.
It's not going away anytime soon, is it?
It's not going to go.
I just don't know which direction that's going to go in. Whether because I get messages every so often just going, really like your music, but I'm not buying your record or your T-shirt. I'll just tell some people about it maybe, and it's like people are really frank because like this is how I consume music now. Yeah. I go put music on and then it's done with.
It's mad, you know. I remember I was in London and I did a show and I'm trying to sell this guy this CD. It's like, yeah. You was great, man. I'm going to come by. I'm just going to go to the toilet. I'll come back in 5 minutes. So I'm chatting to all my friends and he walks. It's like he's trying to sneak past. I was like, where you going, bro?
You can buy this shit, man.
Got the interest. He goes, oh, no. Because you know what I'll do, though? I'll go on Spotify and I'll listen on Spotify. Because he's a business card. There you go.
And that's it. And there goes your fucking customer.
Play all you fucking want in it.
Fuck, man.
It's the times, bro.
You know,
it's shit, but it's got to adapt the best you can, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. To be fair, has there ever been a point in your like where you're like, I can make this rap shit work, merchandise plus, you know, selling records and stuff. I could do this as a full time, or has it always felt like I say this as someone who feels it's impossible? Has it always felt like you're gonna have to have a side hustle, or you're gonna have to like have a job that isn't music, like in order to keep it going, or does it feel like there's a point where you could live off it?
I need a job. I need the job all day. Yeah. I ain't fucking playing, man. If it came to a point where I felt like, I could just give up my day job and do it full time, 100%, man.
Yeah, you could. Could you survive that? Could you be creative enough to keep up with it?
Yeah, I think I could. But at this moment in time,
it's just not.
I got too much responsibilities and shit.
Yeah, too much to rely on. And music's it's a fickle motherfucker, especially when people are sneaking past you in the club.
You get me trying to sidestep you. You know, there's times where I can smash it with something like merchant music, and there's times when it goes quiet. You know, it's just ups and downs, but I'm not willing to take that risk, you know what I mean? I'd rather just stay at my job and keep it as a side hustle.
You can just do it kind of when you enjoy it and when you love it, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Nice, man. First podcast I did of this, Chillsmith was reeling off his favourite, rappers he wants to work with the most. And and said you were the guy.
Yeah.
You did see that.
Yep, I saw that.
And is anything happening?
I've hit him up because he'll be in touch. So
has he sent some beats yet?
Yeah, he has in the past, you know.
Oh, that's all right. So
he has in the past.
Just has to be the right one.
Yeah, it has to be the right one.
Wonder which vibe, because it could go any way with Chillsmith, you know. You could end up with a trap beat or a drill beat or some boom bap shit sounding like, you know,
Rise of the King. Boom bap shit is hard.
It's dope, man.
It's dope. But I went to Leeds for one show.
Oh yeah.
And he'll play some of his beats, but he played some of his trap shit as well. It's like, Jesus Christ.
The guy is, I don't know how he's that multifaceted, and it all bangs. So, like, yeah, he's one of those that just everyone in WY will have worked with by the end of, like, 2030 or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to happen, trust me. Get me them beats, bro.
Get them over, man. I love a Kemetstry Chillsmith project.
Yeah, man.
You can always pray for that shit. You're coming over to Leeds then, because it's interesting. So we've already said, like, you hold it down in Huddersfield. Yeah. You smashed every set going and impressed the fuck out of everyone. How do you find it coming across to Leeds? Have you done much out? Well, you've done bits and pieces out there.
Back in the day, I did, but nothing recently.
Not come through that much in Leeds, no?
It's no one's asked me to really.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, so them ones, you know.
I suppose you'll be charging a fee though at your age.
Yeah,
I'm saying, man.
You know what? Sometimes I don't, you know.
Will you, yeah.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes it all depends on the circumstances.
Damn, people need to hit you up for gigs in Leeds, man. Because I feel like the hip hop scene's just starting to get there again. I feel like this younger generation, of which includes like Chillsmith, your Precinct Phantoms and stuff. I feel like they're just getting their shit together. And there's more gigs and more performances going, and people are interested in it. And I think there's definitely more interest there and more opportunity for people like your good self.
Yeah, man.
What about around the rest of the country, man? Like, have you had much success playing gigs outside of Yorkshire? Because I find getting this outside of there and getting people to like buy it. You know, what I always think is like, can I go to Manchester and fill out 100 venue, and like I can't. But like, how do you feel about leaving the county?
Do you know what? A lot of my gigs of lately are not in West
Not in
Yorkshire.
Hudds. Where have you been going with?
It's more London.
Shit, nice. And is it going down well there?
Yeah.
Going off?
No, I did a gig in London. I think it was when I just dropped the Kems Atlantean.
Oh yeah.
And it was sick to go down there and rap and put the mic on.
Damn.
I'll send you the video.
Without you're gonna have to send me a lot of shit. I have to remember you got to send me your dad's track.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man.
So what they were saying, you're singing your tracks, and they already knew it.
They knew it. Like I went there.
You weren't having to prompt them. Because my whole shit is like, these are the words. Say the words now. Whereas you're like, they already knew that shit.
It was a set called. An event called Full Clip. Big up Slippy Skills, man. The guy from down them sides, and he puts on these events called the Full Clip.
Yeah.
And I just hit him up to go down there, and I went down. I've had a lot of people like online, like from London, saying, "Yeah, man, you should come down. It's nice to see you." And I said, "Yeah, I'm coming down." People turned up, and like I was doing tracks, and I was like fucking up my rhymes. I'm like spitting my bars, but I'm fucking up my rhymes. I was singing the video.
Is this recent then? Yeah, this is post-COVID.
2 years ago. Yeah,
post-COVID.
No, so just after COVID.
After, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm more or less down there. Then I'm doing more shows down there than up
That's
these
probably gonna do better for your reputation and selling and stuff down there, isn't it?
And when I go down there, I do sell.
Yeah.
People. Yeah. Apart from the people like, I only buy vinyl.
Yeah. Well, you got some vinyl.
I got some vinyl now, you know. I got some vinyl, but yeah, I can just go down there and people support, man. It's different.
You feel like the kind of it seems like the kind of rapper should be down there 2 weekends a month, just doing your thing, like radio shows. Because the thing is, like, a lot of rappers don't have any personality and they are hard to talk to. And you're the opposite of that. You've got a lot to say, and you're a nice guy as well. So it's like you've got that radio personality where you can jump on, talk about your album, or you can spit a 16 or whatever. So it feels like there's probably more opportunity down there currently than there is for you up here.
Yeah.
For like, you know, getting your product out there more and all the rest of it. But
most definitely.
I find London's a tough one, man. I always it's like a blessing and a curse in it. And whenever I go down there, I'm like, ugh. Do you know what I mean?
It's too busy for me.
Yeah, immediately miss the north.
Yes.
But you can get a lot done, man.
Yeah,
I remember Jack Flash saying you can get more done in a weekend than you can in a month up here, and it's so like.
You know what? It's true. I remember when I put out like I said, we had for the first album we had the PR guy.
Yeah.
I remember went to the head office and I think I was down. They had like a recording part. I think I was down there for like almost an hour and a half just doing shout outs for all these radio stations.
Sick.
Right, here's this one. Gotta shout out this one. They're gonna play. You gotta shout out this one. You gotta. I was shouting out all. It was mental, but just on shit down there, man. And like, it's just. True, we're coming from up north as well. It's just nice to be welcome. Like, welcome. I remember the first time I went down. One of the times I went down there, I think it was the speakers corner one.
Oh.
And I went, I'm from up north, and I'm like, boo.
Oh, really?
I had a few bulls. I still rocked the crowd anyway, but I still got a few bulls. But when I go down there now, it's just love. Like people to know who I am. You know what I mean?
That's fucking cool, man. I mean, what do you think West Yorkshire's missing? Because I feel like we don't have that infrastructure here, like where down there you can get on a few different radio shows and get your name out and all the rest of it. But I feel like West Yorkshire does still feel like it's missing.
We're not
some bits.
It's like London. London's like West Yorkshire. You know what I mean? Where they got your different boroughs or whatever. And I feel like they more connect with each other. Where I think us, man, we're just kind of. I'm Huddersfield. I'm Leeds.
Do you reckon that's what it is? Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But
that's a shame.
But what I did notice was when the WY shit was coming up. I noticed. I think people were a bit more connected then.
Yeah.
Like you had the ciphers. Man are coming from all
Jack
Flash from Huddersfield.
You could have jumped in a car. Do you know what? One of my greatest regrets is not pushing harder because I feel like I did show it more than most. I shouted you a couple of times.
Yeah,
you
did.
Please come
just
through.
Timing.
Just timing. It never worked.
Never worked, and I'll fucking regret it, man. I do, man.
It would have been so great to have you on, man.
It would have been sick.
Yeah, it would have.
But them times there, I feel like there was.
They're the community events, though, innit? I feel like it could be another one. I'm not organising.
You go to Bradford. We go to Bradford. You want to be there? You know, you see man like Matt and them man coming over. Yeah. Everyone linking. We go to Leeds. You want to be there? We'd be there, linking over them, man. And also, a lot of that was happening.
Yeah.
I think, and as time went, and it just kind of went.
Yeah, I want to bring that back, and I'm trying to think of the best way of doing it. I started this night every third Wednesday of the month, where I'm playing all West Yorkshire hip hop and trying to get people through, and people who, no one knows. I want to meet people who, you're rap and you're from fucking Leeds. Who the fuck? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because they still now coming out the woodwork. There was a guy from Huddersfield drove over the other day. Never heard of him before. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just trying to. I feel like that ain't enough though, and I feel like we probably do need a cipher. Yeah. We need more beat nights. We need more, but at the same time. You're a busy guy. I'm a busy guy. Yeah. It's not like we can always leave the house every Friday, Saturday night. I missed 2 gigs just gone from just like having to get on with my life. You know what I mean? So it's like you don't want to be not part of the community. But
like when I do shifts work. So like when you put on your first one, I'll do my late shift. So I finish at 10 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it's
just like, sometimes I can't afford that day off work to come on. You know what I mean? It's just tricky.
That's it, innit? And when you've got to prioritise like your shit fundamentally, and I think that's the thing with rappers as well. It's like you'll just be like heading your own music in it, heading your own sound and stuff like that. So you haven't really got the time to be like, oh, now I'll be checking out this guy and bigging up that guy and giving this guy some opportunity, even though like I need the opportunity and all the rest of it. But it's trying to break that down. I'm still trying to work it out. We're talking about bringing WY back as like a clothing brand and like an overarching thing as well. Because you were on same as me on that West Yorkshire mixtape with the big grey WY on the white background. Yep. I can't remember what track was on. Remind me what track yours was on there.
I can't remember, bro. I cannot remember.
That was going back a ways, 2006 to 7. That was a really cool thing because I felt like it was like the opportunity of a sampler for everyone in the West Yorkshire area, you know what I mean? Track 3B, track 2U, whatever the fuck. And like, and then, a layman got to see that there was loads of different West Yorkshire hip hop going on and like sort of pick and choose based on that. I think we need stuff like that again.
Yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. That's been in the back of my mind for a while. Like putting out like a mixtape or whatever, just everyone from different ends. Half of West Yorkshire. And just putting it out there.
That would be really sick, man. It'd be a good thing to do, man. Yeah.
I should act on it.
Make a little shortlist or some shit. Yeah.
Just get in contact with Set Man and just say,
I'd like to help with that, man. Yeah. Because like, make a little shortlist and either ask people for pre-existing tracks or... Because I'm not asked about it being exclusive or whatever. Yeah. What I want to do is... really, you'd want to be able to put that in everyone's hand for free. You'd want to be able to go up to that guy and go, there you go. But what fucking format do you do that in these days?
There you go.
Hey, do you want a CD? I ain't got a CD player. Do you want a record? I don't want this fucking record.
There
Also,
you
it costs £7 to produce.
There you go. There you go.
Here's a tape. Here's a USB. Go on this QR code.
Yeah,
No one knows what the fuck to do anymore, innit, man? Like,
Can you even give me a QR code? Like, what the fuck,
I
you
ain't
know?
gonna do anything with that. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll listen to it later. How
Yeah.
can you make? How
Yeah.
can you get from here's this amazing music to the person? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is the way of doing that now? And you've been through like 20 years, same
Yep.
as me, of like
Yep.
seeing that transition. How do you get people excited about it? Fuck knows.
There you go. That's why I went.
What's the answer? We need a round table it and figure out what the answer is.
Yeah, we need to get the nights at a round table, man. The
'Cause you-
WY nights and sit around the table and figure this shit out.
In it, I feel like, because there's like, I just don't know whether anyone gives a shit enough. Because you could invest loads of time into it and never really get anywhere with it, I think.
Yep. Yep.
But there has to be a way, man. There has to be a way. I was just want to say, like, friends of mine have taken their music off Spotify actively because as a fuck you to Spotify.
Yeah.
But all that's doing is fucking themselves.
Yeah.
Because people want to listen to their music,
Exactly.
they can't, and they give up, and then you've lost you've lost any chance of a product that you had.
And that's why I don't rate it, but I will put it on there, you know.
But then how do you make people excited about it? Because it's like, well, I'll just, as your man said, as you shuffle past you, I'll just get it on Spotify.
yeah.
So how do you make people go, oh, I suppose maybe music videos is still... Because you've done some sick music videos, innit?
Yeah.
Do you do one with Crooks 2D recently? Was that
That was with
collaboration thing?
that's with Precinct Phantom.
Who's done your other ones? Because there's other ones where... I remember there was one with your kids out with masks on.
That was a guy called Mills Visuals, Dominic Mills.
That's right, Mills TV. And
Yeah, Mills. Yeah. So he did that one. He's done most of my videos, to be honest with you.
Is he,
Big
yeah?
up Mills, man. Yeah.
Are you going to be doing the new stuff? Is that going to be with him as well?
Hopefully, yeah. I had a little dabble myself, you know.
Oh, yeah?
A little bit of video making.
I've done a little bit of video making myself. It's not impossible to make it look pretty sick, is it?
It's
man?
not
Like,
at all, man.
And then you're your own. Because like do you record yourself at all? Do you even do like a dictaphone mix, or like is it always other people having to come and record you?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Just that.
In fact, I recently have got my own little setup there, so
Is it, yeah?
I will start messing about.
Yeah, you should, man.
Winning.
Being a one-stop shop
Yeah.
is sick as fuck as well, because you can just put things out continually and
There
stuff
you
like
go.
that. But
Exactly.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Cool. Fuck it, I think that's been a really good chat, man.
Yeah,
Kemetstry.
man.
I really appreciate you taking the time on Easter
course.
Sunday to come and sit outside Bramleys.
Bramleys, man. You know, this used to be a night.
Was it a nightclub
you
here?
know? It's called Bar None. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a nightclub, man.
That's
back in the
commercial
day.
sales, letting and property management. So we're bigging them up.
Good
But
times,
yeah,
man. Good
I
times.
really appreciate you coming
Yeah,
through,
man.
You're an
Safe,
absolute
brother.
legend.
Thank you, brother. Likewise,
Take it
man.
easy, yeah?
All right, peace.
So that was a legend, Spida Lee, aka Kemetstry. Thanks so much for coming through, bro. Yeah, he's an absolute legend. Please look in the description. There's always a link to the artists' Bandcamps or similar. So please go and follow them. Please go listen to their music. The guy's a legend. Look forward to that new album as well. Yes!